Hello, my name is Salome Rebolledo and I'm a student of 9th grade, and today I want to answer some questions. Number 1. Do you feel you are wasting your time in your English class? Explain in detail regardless of your answer. Well, I think that humans so many times we waste our time, and there are different forms to make it. And it's a point of procrastination. I think that sometimes I did not English class or didn't not pay attention. And an example can be using my phone. But in other cases I don't understand anything and try. But if I see that it's not working, I prefer to make something else that I have pending to stay productive. Number 2, is your wasting of time your responsibility or the teacher's responsibility? Explain your answer in either case. Instead of waste time in the classroom, it can be the responsibility of both the student and the teacher. Students need to take ownership of their learning, can be actively engaged in the class. If they are not paying attention or not putting effort, they can be waste their time. At the same time, teachers also have their role to play. They should create an interesting and engaging learning environment. If the teacher doesn't make the lessons fun or fails to explain things clearly, it can lead to students wasting time. Will English be an important part of your future? Will you have better opportunities by speaking English? Explain. English is a great source of communication anywhere in the world, and opens many doors to all people, and maybe can open my doors. But I prefer to learn the Italian or some European languages that is more likely, and also at some point I will have to add English to the list because in all the cases I can talk in Italian, and I think that the English is like the principal result. How do you see yourself after your high school graduation? Describe your future. There are only 2 years left before my school year ends, and that pass so fast. I think that it's a great idea to start thinking our future plans. At the moment, my plan is to go to Europe to study gastronomy, but however, plan B could be to go to Medellin to study nutrition, but it can also be gastronomy. It's also just an idea, and that could change our time. I want the future to flow in its time, but not take me so by surprise. Why do you think will be the first change of putting your English into practice after your graduation for high school? First change for me to put my English into practice after graduating from high school could be making a presentation in English. This opportunity will arise when I start my university studies or when I enter the workforce. Giving presentations in English will not only help me to improve my language skills, but also boost my confidence in using English professionally. Do you practice your English skills at home after school and on the weekends? Explain regardless of your answer. Honestly, I'm not much. As I said before, I like Italian and even Germanic better. Also, I don't have much free time after school since there are assignments to be delivered, and we also left late. I usually invest my time in things that I am passionate about since it doesn't help me to something reluctantly. Do you practice your English when you are on a long vacations? Last year, not, but I have the plan to start now. The problem is that it stresses me a lot because I consider that English is not for me, but I learn because it can help me in opportunities in the future. If the teacher corrects your pronunciation, what do you insist on mispronouncing the same words? I think that it's the habit of having mispronounced of a word, but thinking that it was correctly pronounced. Our brains had to adapt again to not saying a word that it had been saying for a long time. How do you feel when you speak English? Well, I think that is a mix of